Okay, hello everybody. I just got the MOTOHORN 3.0 and we're following the directions as is. And I got a 2024 Chevy Silverado. First thing you're going to have to do is take off the extension for the hood latch right here. And then once you take that off, this is kind of sitting right in between. And you just kind of pop off a couple of these little plastic little pegs right there. And then we come over here, you take that off, and you got your positive, and as you can see is when you follow the directions, I got the positive hooked up here, and I hooked up my relay switch right into there, if you can see it underneath. And again, the directions go through very well. Nice job how to hook everything up. And I got my ground right up here. So when you unhook this, you could see that the ground is actually an unpainted surface under there. Works out well. And then in here, if you could see, is I put the compressor right here. And I got the horn right there. So this is where it gets a little tricky. I added in an extra steel bracket that comes straight down. There was already a hole drilled out here. So when I drilled out the hole, it was pre-drilled. I just kind of took out the bolt, put it in this bracket, tightened it enough so then this just kind of hooks in, and the bracket that comes with it is straight down here. Now over here there was a second horn that kind of hooks in right there. So what I did is I just took that horn out. So I got it right here, kind of took that horn out, and then that horn was kind of connected with another little piece that I just kind of cut off to get going. Don't know if I still have that anymore if I threw it out, but there was a little piece that we just kind of cut off. Well, anyway, there's a little plug right here that goes into either one. One's positive, one's negative, but actually in the directions, it doesn't matter because when you go to hook it up, it's going to say that 85, yes, 85 and 86 right here of the wires go right in. So when you follow in the directions, right there, 85, 86, they're going to go into here, and it does not matter which one's positive, which one's negative. It works either way because the relay switch will take care of that for you. So what I did was, so this is hooked directly to my horn. These wires right here had a little plug from the factory that plugged into that horn. I kind of spliced in, these are the factory horn wires, and then connected them with a connector. You know, you put the wires together, you put the heat shrink over, and then I also taped it up to the MOTOHORN wires. And then as you can see is the MOTOHORN wires, they both kind of like follow right through and underneath, and then around to that relay right underneath, and they plug into 85 and 86. So back to the horn over here. So when I unscrewed the second horn from Chevy, I used their pre-drilled hole and screwed right into their MOTOHORN bracket, MOTOHORN, and don't forget the little rubber piece in there for vibrations that it comes with. And the same thing down in here, you could see is you got the little rubber piece in there for vibrations, and you could see is I got the MOTOHORN bracket, and then I got the bracket I got from Lowe's. Put it all together, and then you can see the compressor air right through into here. And I also added in a zip tie to kind of hold it. I mean, I guess if you have any of those little wire clamps, you can use those, but that was convenient, so I use that. And just kind of neaten it up, put a couple little wires there and go through. And then the little parts that come with the MOTOHORN 3.0, for me, it fit over this bolt. It did not fit over this one. You could also use that as well. And again, the ground wire, the directions say the ground wire can be hooked up to either the negative end on the battery, or I chose to use just an unpainted surface here. And that is pretty much it. It sounds wonderful. It definitely has a nice sound to it. I could show you that here. Going back over, get my keys. We'll go in and you could kind of hear it. Yep, nice little sound. And then that's the MOTOHORN 3.0. I would highly recommend it. Good luck with it. Bye.